Closing arguments will begin Tuesday in the Dr. James Corasanti manslaughter trial. But today, attorneys from both sides of the case had a crucial meeting with the judge. News 4's Luke Moretti joins us with the latest developments. Luke.
Diana, lawyers for both sides were back in Erie County Court, this time to conference with Judge Sheila DiTullio on what she'll tell jurors about the charges and any special instructions.
It's a very important part of the case, because if you were looking for purposes of an appeal, it's the most fertile ground for appeal. Judges have to get it right.
Defense lawyers asked that the jury consider lesser charges on a couple of the counts. With regard to leaving the scene of an incident without reporting, resulting in death, Attorney Joel Daniels asked that a lesser charge of leaving the scene of a property damage accident be considered by the jury. The charge is imprecise, has a lot of loose ends, Daniels said. Judge Sheila DiTullio denied the request. News 4 legal analyst Terry Connors, who's representing the family of Alexandria Rice in a civil case against Dr. Corasanti, says there's a great deal of boilerplate language in a jury charge, but he says it has to be adapted to the specific charge that's under trial.
May even be some of the specific facts. And if there are defenses or different variations of the charge, you have to bring that to the judge's attention.
Regarding a second-degree vehicular manslaughter charge, Daniels asked that the jury be allowed to consider lesser charges of DWI or driving while ability impaired. That request was granted.
The law that the judge charges this jury is complicated. It's not straightforward. And that makes it even more difficult.
Defense attorneys also asked that jurors be told that Dr. Corasanti's wife has not been in the courtroom because she was under subpoena as a potential witness. Judge Sheila DiTullio denied that request. Prosecutors did not seek lesser charges for the jury to consider. Kelly O'Mell telling the court we're not requesting any charge downs. As for what the jury will have before them,
this is not going to be a quick decision on their part. They've taken their responsibility very seriously.
Defense lawyers did not ask for lesser charges for the second-degree manslaughter count. The jury was not present for today's conference. They'll be back on Tuesday for closing arguments and could get the case that day. Dr. Corasanti is accused of hitting with his car and killing 18-year-old Alexandria Rice last summer in Amherst. Luke Moretti, News 4.